Welcome to Sacred Spaces Advanced School of Ancestral Communication. I am Queen Carlenia Springer, and it's an honor and pleasure to come to you again today. Listen, we live in a world that is full of extreme imbalance. And what I want you to understand is that as the mothers and fathers of humanity, that is you, Afro-Wakanu and Afro-Kaitnut African Black people, regardless of your ethnicity, regardless of where we are found in the world, I want you to understand that you, together, we have the capacity collectively to restore order to our lives and to the lives and to this planet. And we have a responsibility to return to our roots. In Christianity, they told us about Father God, a son, and they made the mother a ghost. Well, today, truth is rising, justice is rising, and Mother God and Father God have commanded that the truth be known, that it is a lie that that you could erase the mother and produce a child. It is a lie that you could erase the mother and produce a child. It is a mother and a father that produces a child, that produces the offspring. And that is the reality for us as a people. That is a foundation of reality. It is a foundation in which we find our mental, emotional, spiritual balance. And so there are many things, many lies that have been told about who we are. And in this world, the rulers of this world have marked us for death. My book is called Soul Marked for Life, and it is telling a story. There's my personal story, but there's a larger story there that is a story of our people and who we really and truly are on this planet. The things that they tried to hide. I didn't know anything about my roots, and yet here I am talking to you, teaching and sharing information. It is rising up through us all. We feel it. There's some of us that don't know where to put these things. But with this imbalance, where these people have marked us and our children for death, and they are genocidal maniacs, psychopaths. And they are people without a soul, without a divine consciousness, who have absolutely no connection to God. And they came and they brought our people God by force. And so there are things that we're doing, there are ways that we're operating in that is counter to life. And yet, if you have a righteous spirit, you will have an ear to hear, an eye to see, and an ability to discern. If you have a really relationship with the God of your understanding, and you are really hungry for truth, even when we hear truth, there's a cognitive dissonance. Like, it goes against the things that we have been taught. And so there's something in us that wants us to reject, to repel the information. And I want to say to you today that as information rises, as we go into our sacred places where we commune with Mother and Father God, whether we understand that that's what we're doing or not, where we are in communion with the spirit forces that govern and maintain all of creation, whether we know that or not, whether we are communing with who we consider to be angels, right? We have depictions of angels with wings, but you see wings on the image that I'm wearing on this necklace right here of the goddess Ma'at, who we know of in this culture as Lady Justice. She's outside the Supreme Court on one side. On the right side, when you face the Supreme Court, there's a huge image of her. They have her looking like a white lady. And on the left side is her counterpart, Ma'at. And so this is where our information has been taken and corrupted. And as a result, we find ourselves unable to give our children anything of substance to hold on to that will protect them. We walk out into this environment, many of us scared of interactions with police, with crazy white people, with people from other cultures that have as much hatred for our people. And if you ask them, they probably can't even tell you why they hate you. They probably can't even enunciate that. The reality is that we are spirit and we are in a human body. And so we have a spirit, there's a way that spirit communicates, and there's a way that we communicate physically with one another. And what we often don't see is a spirit that is driving these people to do the things, the spirits, wayward spirits, some may call them demonic, that is driving people to do the things that they're doing. We have a responsibility to return to our roots. Think about it. When if the mother in the home, if she leaves for an extended period of time, the children are going to do things at some point that the mother would not approve of if they think they can get away with it at home because she's not there. But when she returns, whatever they did that was disorderly, they try to correct that because they know if she comes in and she sees certain things, there's going to be a price to pay. I want you to understand that Mother Goddess, God, Mother God, knowledge of her is returning. It is rising up through her sons and her daughters, and we have come to clean house. We have come to speak the truth and to set the scales of justice in their proper place among those who've had no voice. Our people have not had a voice for a long time, but that voice is returning, and it will not be silenced. We will not move in fear. We will move as instructed. We fear no man, no woman. We move as instructed by Mother and Father God and those they put in place to guide us through this life. That is where our allegiance is to. That is who our allegiance is to. It is not to anything outside of us. There's an inner communication that is always taking place, that is always guiding us, that is always leading us. I looked up the meaning of Carmelo Anthony. I looked up the meaning of his name, Carmelo, and I saw that it said, I think it said garden, God's vineyard. And when you think about a garden and all of the bountiful, beautiful, nourishing things that come out of a garden, I said, you know what? This child is not going through this by happenstance. He is a soldier. He is a guardian that has come in. We don't know our identity. We don't know our mission. He has come in to destroy some things. He has come in to end some things. And so those who think they have gotten away with the lies and a false sentencing in our culture, there is justifiable there is justifiable killing. If somebody is coming to attack you, then you have every right to defend yourself. If they die in that process, then they die because it would be either them or you. And see, he didn't die because God has a purpose for his life. He has a mission and assignment. And those wayward spirits tried to stop him and they got stopped. And so he's being taken places that he is seemingly unfamiliar with. The same is true of us. And so we are at war and things can change in a second, in a moment, and yet we're able to pivot. And so what I know is that that young man is protected. I need us as Afro-Wakanu and Afro-Kaitu, African Black people to trouble the waters. I need us to trouble the waters. Let me tell you something. When one person moves with a clear intention, you can have 100 people around them not knowing where they're going or what they're doing. That one person will get what they want 100% of the time because they are in charge of their throne. We move by the grace of Mother and Father God. And so they expect certain things from us. But I want you to know and understand that our minds are extremely powerful. If I took my hand and placed it in a river, in a water, that water would take the shape of my hand. So I'm asking you all to go within your secret place, your sacred place of the Most High, where you communicate with Mother, Father, God. And you see this young man, you see him safe, you see him happy, you see him on assignment. You don't see him through the eyes of his present condition and from where we're looking at it. You see him on assignment from Mother, Father, God. You see doors opening all around. Know that even as I'm speaking, this is happening. And as you speak, in the Bible, it says where two or three are gathered, right? That power is multiplied. We don't walk in this world. We don't have to walk in this world as victims. We have an authority that has been hidden from us. We walk with the highest level of communication to Mother and with Mother and Father God, and we have a responsibility to use our powers, to use our powers in a responsible way to free ourselves from this oppression. Trouble the waters. Ashe.